Ladies and gents, in today's video I have destroyed Man United. Not only have they been relegated to League 2, not only have they lost all their best players, even Amorim has walked away. Which, to be fair, isn't exactly a loss. Either way, they're without a manager, and this is exactly where I come in, as I've taken on the impossible job that is Manchester United. And I don't say that lightly, because we've got to completely rebuild this team from the ground up, somehow get them back into the Premier League, and hopefully at some point make them Champions League winners once again. And so, this is the Manchester United team we've loaded into after it's been destroyed, and I did warn you lot, it's a completely different team. There's literally nobody above the rating of 68, apart from Maguire, because he made it very clear to me that he wants to retire at United, so I can't exactly say no to that. The one positive though about this whole thing are the players that are left are basically the youth squad, and with us being in League 2, that gives them a lot of time to try and progress as players and continue to improve. However, unfortunately, we only have 3 million to work with in our budget. And thanks to this whole debacle with Manchester United being destroyed, there's a couple of rules when it comes to the finances. Whilst we're in League 2, we're restricted to 3 million. When we're in League 1, it's 5 million. When we're in the Championship, it's 7 million. When we get to the Premier League, it's 30 million. But once we qualify for European football, we're allowed as much money as the board actually gives us. Unfortunately though, that's not all. The board have made it clear they don't want us to sign any players on loan. We aren't allowed free agent signings until we reach the Premier League, and we can't sign any former Man United players. So yeah, there's a little bit of sourness still at United. I do feel quite confident, however, now that Amorim isn't in charge of United, that we can get these guys shooting up the English ladder of football like a rocket. Definitely not like this though, guys. We are not using Amorim's tactics. Instead, I'm putting my own twist on this. So with that being said, we're going for the 3-5-2 formation with a counter-attacking build-up style with a 40 line height. And in-game, this is how we'll be playing. Our front three of our 2 strikers and our cam. Our wingers are going to be up and down the pitch. Our 2 holding CDMs providing support. Whilst we're in the lower leagues, I definitely think this will work. And guys, when you look at this team on paper, I'd say we've got a great chance of doing well in League 2 straight away. However, we do have this 3 million to spend, don't we? And remember, no loans and no free agents. All this has to be pure signings. So with that being said, I'm thinking we get a proper CDM for Bang and a better right winger for Williams. I'm overall confident that the rest of the team will naturally improve as the season progresses, but these 2 positions in particular, I do want to be better. With these new signings though, I want to keep the youth aspect of Manchester United, which is where 21-year-old Camille Conte comes in for 900,000. And he's exactly what we need, guys. He's young, he's 63 rated, tons of room for improvements. If you think he's good though, wait until you see who I've found for that right midfielder role. Because I have signed Blackpool's Tom Bloxham for a whopping 1.1 million. And he looks like a beast in the making, only 20, 64 overall, 6'5" with already 77 pace. Yeah, I've got high hopes for this guy, I ain't gonna lie. And that's our team sorted for season number 1, ladies and gents. It looks pretty good to me. However, before we kick in with season 1, there is one more thing I want to do, and that is loan out both Harry Amas and Joe Hugel for a couple of years. We couldn't do this before because we didn't have the squad depth for it, but now that we brought 2 players in, that means 2 players can go out. I am confident though that this team can do big things in League 2 this year. I'm not necessarily thinking promotion, but we definitely won't get our backsides handed to us. Well guys, I think we might have done pretty well. As you can see from the end of season goals and assists from the boys, they pulled their weight this year. Especially Tom Bloxham, 22 goals, 2 assists, 55 games, growing by 6 overall. He's not the only one though. I mean, if we go through the entire team, guys, every single player has grown by a significant amount. And when you see this on paper, guys, it's even more impressive. I don't know, maybe we've made the playoffs. Never mind the playoffs though, we're automatically promoted. Oh my god, yo, I did not expect that this soon. I thought we'd spend maybe 1 or 2 years building the team up in League 2, then we'd go up, but not straight away. We, however, have a long way to go, because against Liverpool in the FA Cup, they absolutely annihilated us. We got knocked out straight away by Fleetwood in the Carabao Cup, and we only made it to round 3 of the BSM trophy. But we have to focus on the positives here. This Manchester United team have officially got themselves promoted, which is incredible, but we want to keep this going, don't we? So maybe next year we replace this geezer, whoever he is, Hill 62 overall at 16 years old. Maybe we get a stronger left midfielder than Mather, send him out on loan. Other than that though guys, we are absolutely golden going into season number 2. And if you think we are as well, consider dropping this video a big old thumbs up and smash that subscribe button if you're new. Here we go then guys, season number 2 of United, and it's official, we have been bumped up to League 1. And this means one thing as well that I've completely overlooked. Because remember, as we progress up the English ladder of football, our budget increases, and because we're now in League 1, we get 5 million a season. And I think considering we only want to replace Hills and Mather in this squad, 5 million will go down an absolute treat. And so far, I'm happy to say I'm right, as for 1.4 million, we've signed Michael Craig from Reading, who's a great addition, 2267 overall, as you can see, growing significantly as well. Yeah, I don't think this is a bad signing in the slightest. Our last signing though, I believe could be a game changer, as 1.6 million has just gone on Ryan Longman from Wrexham, who is indeed a 24-year-old 69 rated left midfielder with great stats for that role. And judging by the stats, it looks like he's going to just get better and better anyway. Now guys, we might be done buying players, but that means we can loan a couple more out. So this time, Ethan Williams is going out on loan, and our centre-back Sonny Al-Jofri is going out on loan too. Neither of these guys will get a look in, but I'm hoping either way they'll come back better players. As for the team though, I think it looks freaking brilliant going into League 1. And truth be told, I see this being our last year in this division too. We've got Harry Maguire still in the squad, a full team pretty much, a place that are just going to massively improve over the course of the season. We might be on course for pulling off a massive Wrexham job and getting back-to-back promotions. And I can't believe we've actually done it. Manchester United have gone back-to-back. We were in the Championship next year. Bloody hell, Stoke ran away with it, didn't they? Wycombe were third though, but we were miles clear second. I can't wait to see the team. They must be insane to do this. As for the FA Cup, Cardiff knocked us out this time on penalties, and Wigan knocked us out in round 2 of the Carabao Cup. And they knocked us out of the BSM trophy too. Well, I'm glad I won't have to put up with them anymore. But man, look at this team. It is actually guys, we could legitimately go into the Championship and get back-to-back promotions to the Prem. With this growth, I mean Vitek, 5 overall growth, Bloxham, another 5, Obi, another 6, Ethan Wheatley, 6. And it just keeps going on and on and on. Manchester United's youth is actually cracked. And as for their stats, bloody hell fire. I mean, Longman's been a great addition, 29 goals, 13 assists in 52 games. What did I tell you about him? Absolute game changer. But we do face quite a rare problem going into the Championship. I truly do not have a clue where to improve this team. I mean, yes, we probably could improve our squad depth. Oh, I've just realised I completely forgot to loan out the 2 players I originally said I was going to loan out. Oh, Goodwin, you The point stands though, we could improve our squad depth, but it all depends on the development plans of all these guys. If it's stunted or in any way, shape or form slowed down, we're going to get them replaced as soon as possible. For now though, as we enter the new season, we've got to celebrate the W. 2 seasons in, we've got back-to-back promotions and landed United into the Championship. However, I don't quite think it's going to be as easy to get out of this division. I mean, from top to bottom, Birmingham City here, so at Everton, you got Sunderland, Sheffield United. We might have stormed League 2 and League 1, but the Championship isn't going to be a cakewalk. The only thing that we can realistically do is focus on the weaknesses and improve them this year. That's exactly what we've been doing since League 2 anyway, so I think we've got a winning formula, we stick to it. And I've been through every single player's development plan in the starting team, and Craig is actually the only player who's actually peaked his potential. Yeah, that's disappointing. I only bought him like a season ago. The good news is though, because we're in the Championship, we've got 7 mil to spend. Because remember, as long as we keep getting promoted, our budget will increase too, and for now, and as long as we're in the Championship, we'll have 7 million to spend every season. I'm pretty sure though, all of our money is going on a brand new CDM, but don't worry, I have found the perfect guy for it. As we welcome Hull City CDM Elliot Matazzo to Manchester United for 4.6 million on the dot. He's a very good player, 24-74 overall. Stats show that he's growing as well. Well, I hope he is anyway, because I don't want to replace him next year because he's only got 1 year of growth in him. However, as well as signing Matazzo, because we're now accumulating some squad depth, I am now sending all 5 of these players out on loan for the next couple of years. And don't worry, I'm actually going to do it this year. I'm not going to forget. I will say though, going into our first year in the Championship, we are looking very damn strong. I don't think we're quite strong enough to get promotion, but we definitely aren't going to be a pushover. I mean, we've got Obi and Wheatley who are killing it up top. Goru's been phenomenal. Bloxham has been a fantastic addition. We've got the big man Harry Maguire running things from the back. I think we're in good hands going into Season 3. It's just a question of how we're going to do in the Championship. Bro, I can't get over this. I thought the Championship would be easier, but the guys have absolutely killed it stats-wise. Wheatley got 25 goals, Obi got 23, 17 and 12 for Longman, 13 and 6 for Bloxham. Individual improvement is still absolutely fantastic, apart from Maguire, of course, but he's like mid-30s at this point. I have to say, though, this team looks freaking amazing at the end of Season 3. Surely there's no way we got 3 promotions back-to-back, right? I can't believe it. We are the champions of the Championship with 100 points. I honestly thought this would be difficult. I've even put so many rules in place for it to be difficult, but the United team have just swamped it. Man, Everton get promoted, Sheffield, Luton, Birmingham, Sunderland in the playoffs, but boys, we're just levels above all of them. I do, however, think domestic competitions are our next hill to climb because we didn't even make it past Aston Villa in round 3. And Leeds United knocked us out in round 2 of the Carabao Cup. But with this, it's going to be baby steps. For now, though, we've got to prepare this team for the Premier League. And truth be told, I think there's only 1 or 2 positions we need to really put our attention on. I mean, it might be time to phase Maguire out of this team now. He's mid-30s, he's 79 rated. It is a shame because he's dragged us from League 2 back up to the Premier League, but his time is almost up as a footballer. To be fair, the other replacements simply depend on how everyone's development plan's looking. If they're all looking good, I don't see any need to mess around with it. But I'll be real, next year might be very difficult for us. Man City just about won the league on goal difference, beating Fulham to it. That says to me it's got way more competitive, and that also means there's a chance that instead of focusing on mid-table, we might just be scraping survival. And here we are, guys, season number 4 with Man United, and we have finally got them back into the top flight of English football. Now, though, it's time to keep them there. And to do that this time, we've got a whopping 30 million to spend. Because now that we're in the Prem, that's how much we're allowed, and all we need to do is qualify for Europe to get the full amount from the board back, which this year would have been 82 million. And good grief, would that have come in handy right now. The good news, however, we can finally start signing some free agents if we want to, and this may just come in handy at some point. For now, though, it's time to focus on where to throw that 30 million on this team. And guys, the destination of where that money's actually going, I don't think you'll be shocked at, because Heaven's development plan has officially stunted and Maguire is slowly going down in rating too. So I think it's smart to get us 2 pretty solid centre-backs just to get us over the line this season. And so I spent 9.2 million on 6'2" Italian centre-back Daniele Gallardi, who looks like a solid replacement for Maguire, 24, 76, good defending and physicality. And in case you're wondering why he's replacing Maguire, he's a slower centre-back, so he'll slot straight into the middle. As for our second and final signing, 16 million was spent on Tyler Binden, who I do have high hopes for because he's 6'3", 22, 76 rated, great stats already, and in fairness, I think this guy could turn into an absolute monster in the future. That is, though, the team officially all set for its first season in the Premier League. But before we go into it, I am very curious to see where some Manchester United players are right now. Because, you know, it's been 3 years, a lot can happen in that time, so I want to see where certain players landed, especially Bruno Fernandes, who's actually gone to Italy playing for Atalanta. Kobe Mainoo's at Italy as well with Juve. Jadon Sancho, who's landed at Brighton for some reason, on only 85 grand a week too, so he eventually left for far less than he wanted. This is the best one for me though. Rasmus Højlund is actually killing it over at Barcelona. Bloody hellfire, I didn't see that one coming. Regardless though, we have our brand new United team and I wouldn't change any of them for the world. I'm just kind of hoping that we don't get our backside handed to us too much in the Premier League this year. But good God, we've had a reality check, 16th in the Premier League. In fairness, that's not much worse off than in real life, is it? I did say that the Prem would be much more difficult, and this is just proving it. So next year, we've got to up the ante and put that 30 million to proper good use. We are making steady improvements elsewhere there though is we made it to round 5 for the first time with United, but our neighbours Man City absolutely kicked our backsides in the Carabao Cup. Yeah, we do have some work to do, don't we still? I do, however, looking at this team, think next year might just be our breakout year in the Premier League, because man, some players have just struck out. You've got Chido Obi, 86 rated, 20 years old now, Vitak, 85 rated, Ethan Wheatley, 85 rated, Bloxham, 81 rated, and then you've got the stats which, considering where we finished, are actually bloody brilliant. To be fair, looking at it, I don't know how we've done so poorly. Next year though, I'll be making an active effort to make sure we ain't finishing anywhere near the relegation zone. If anything, I want to be finishing mid-table to a top 10 spot, because at the rate the players we've already got in the team are progressing and the quality we could potentially add to it next year, that's exactly the way this is going to go. And I'm quite positive that with this new signing we've made at the start of the new season, we are definitely on the right track for top 10 football, as Namdi Collins from Frankfurt joins us for a whopping 19.2 million, and he's exactly what we need at the back. He's only 24, 79 rated, 6'3", 84 pace with 79 defending and physicality. These are the types of defenders we need from now on, absolutely rapid, especially with us running a 3 at the back. This though still leaves us 9 million in total to spend, so I think it's time we delved into that free agents list. And I'm glad I did, because I picked up Alex de Souza, a 19-year-old 75 rated keeper, for nothing. We also signed Urko Gonzalez too, a 27-year-old 77 rated CDM. And finally, we picked up a Dutch attacking midfielder by the name of Shyloned Sand, who's 77 overall, 25 years old. I've almost certainly got his name wrong, by the way. And his overall 77 rated, bloody hell, I need to wake up. Nevertheless though, the free agents that we signed have significantly improved our bench. Just like Collins has indeed improved our defence. I'm actually really excited about this season, because I feel like we are definitely going to take a massive step forward and get maybe a mid-table or a top 10 finish. Now okay, these stats at the end of the year look bloody promising. Obi especially, 25 goals, 9 assists and 41 games. Who by the way is 89 rated now, Ethan Wheatley 88 overall, Vitak 87. Bro, we need to get some kind of European football soon, otherwise we're going to have no choice but to get rid of these guys. You know what though, I'm kind of confident there's literally no weakness in this entire team anymore. I mean, Conference League football could be on the cards, but that's the best we're going to get. Well, I'll be damned, we got Europa League football next year. Oh my god, that is so good for so many reasons. Next year, we are officially no longer restricted to just 30 million. Whatever the board gives us next season is what we're allowed to spend. Yeah, I'm smelling that Champions League pretty soon. We are, however, still terrible in the FA Cup, and especially terrible in the Carabao Cup. But we got top 6 football, so I couldn't care less. The thing is, next season, we're going to be able to work wonders with this team. And we're talking over 100 million at least, because we qualified for the Europa. And if we get the spending right next year, never mind just top 4 football, we could be competing for the Premier League title. And trust me, we definitely can with this kind of money. 170 million. The only issue is we have to keep qualifying for European football, regardless of what competition it is, because the moment we don't, we're going back down to 30 million. So the pressure's well and truly on with these boys, guys. We got to spend that money right, so we're qualifying for European football next year again. So the first thing I focused on was bringing in much better CDMs. The first one being Elliot Anderson, who comes from Forest for 37 million. And I signed Dario Asugo from West Ham United for 49 million. And he's 24, 84 overall, insane room for development. And it's the exact same for Elliot Anderson, who's 26 years old, 84 rated himself. That's the CDMs covered. Now we need a better left midfielder and one strong centre back. So starting with the left midfielder, I signed Torino's Hugo Alvarez for 48.5 million. And finally, for that centre back role, 15 million was spent on Calvin Bassey from Leeds because we were running out of money. However, he's exactly the type of defender we want in a 3 at the back formation, as you can see. And let's be real, Hugo Alvarez is a vast improvement on Longman. And going into the new campaign with United, I'm incredibly happy with this team. Yes guys, this has been a great bit of business. Not to mention the fact, without even really trying, we've got an insane amount of depth. Yeah, we aren't too far away from getting Manchester United back to their prime. But for that to happen, we first need to qualify for the Champions League. And that's exactly what we've done. 3rd in the Prem, UCL football's on its way back to Old Trafford. I must admit though, I kind of want to win the Premier League too. I mean, Liverpool were only 9 points clear of us in the end, and we're going to massively improve the team next year too. So as well as the UCL, there's the Premier League. But get this, we've won the FA Cup this year too. I'll be damned, usually it's the Carabao Cup we win. This This year though, we don't. Chelsea knock us out in round 3. Who cares though when you got a team like this, guys? A couple of decent signings I'd say next year, and we genuinely could contend for the Champions League and the Prem. As for the stats, they are unbelievable once again. 31 and 10 for Wheatley, 22-13 for Obi. To this day, by the way, neither one of them have had a transfer offer, and I cannot understand why. However, considering Wheatley's worth 162 mil and Obi's worth 143 million, yeah, I don't see that happening anytime soon now. But guys, I think next year if we get a better cam and a couple better centre-backs, there's a chance we take Manchester United to that final level. And guys, let me tell you, with this brand new signing at the start of the new season, I'm telling you, game changer, absolute game changer. Because William Pacho joins us from Bayer Leverkusen for only 58.4 mil because his contract was expiring. And he is a beast, isn't he? 28, 88 overall, 6'2", and he's left footed, so he'll slot straight away on the left-hand side of the defence. And that still leaves us over 100 million to spend from the original 176. But hold on a second, I've just realised, I didn't even check the Europa League last year. However, as you can see, we didn't miss much, we only made the quarters. Bloody hell, is that it? Crikey, I thought we'd have done better than that. This is exactly why though we're spending big and finding players who suit our style of play, and that's where Pierre Kalulu comes in for 44.5 million. As just like Pacho, he's insanely quick with great defending and physicality, 30 years old granted, but because he's right-footed he'll slot straight onto the right side of the defence. And finally, for our attacking midfielder, or potentially the most important signing of this window, we spent 44.9 million on Brahim, who is genuinely levels above Daniel Gore at this moment in time. And as daft as this sounds, he could win us the Premier League. I mean, the team now is well and truly unbelievable. All of them are on international duty. That's when you know you've got a stacked side. But it's time to see just how stacked they are this year. And boys, we very, very nearly won the Premier League. Guys, how are we losing 10 games this year, man? Like, if we'd have drawn, like, 2 more, we'd have won. Sometimes it really is the smallest of margins, isn't it? We also lost the Community Shield. Freaking brilliant. We don't win the FA Cup, and we don't win the Carabao Cup either. Honestly, this season's an L so far. But we look to be doing better in the UCL as we finished 7th in the league phase. But then we lost to Dortmund in the round of 16. Guys, we never lose to Dortmund. What is going on? Better question, how the hell did this team not get past Dortmund? I'm genuinely curious because there's no way. Stats wise, they're as impressive as per usual, with Obi being our best player by a country mile. And to make it worse, Dortmund actually made the final where they bottled it against PSG. Bro, we always beat PSG. We'd have won that game. We need to figure out what's going wrong with this team and figure it out quick, because a squad like this should not be losing against Dortmund. Right then, it's now our 8th year with Manchester United, and I kind of think I know where to go with this team now. My personal opinion is it's Bindin that's the weak link in our side, and we need to improve upon him. And we also need a much stronger second choice striker for Hugel. Because let's say, for example, if Obi or Wheatley got injured or suspended for a game, he'd be our replacement, and no wonder we wouldn't be able to win any games with him up top. And so I'm making sure I fix that, as I spent 50 million on Joao Pedro, who's now 29 years old, 84 rated, and a further 50 million was spent on Jonathan Bergard, who whilst he's 30 years old, he is 85 rated. So that's the striker situation sorted. Now we just need one more world-class defender. But I've got the perfect man for the job, as Gonçalo Inácio joins us for 70 million, bang on. And it's easy to see why. He's 87 rated, 82 pace, 85 defending, 88 physicality. He's exactly what we need at the back. And with that, not only is our bench complete now, our starting 11 has never ever looked as good as this. And here's hoping we've completed the puzzle with Manchester United, because this year I want to win both the Prem and the Champions League. And that's 1 down, 1 to go, because we've won the Premier League. But why are Burnley so high up? Why are they third? Fair play though. I mean, they beat Liverpool, Spurs, Arsenal, Chelsea, but they didn't beat us, did they? Come on! We, however, haven't won the FA Cup, and we haven't won the Carabao Cup either. Fair play to Oxford for making the FA Cup final though. We are indeed taking a second stab at the Champions League, and we've done even better in the league phase this season. And we've already done better than last year, because we're through to the quarters, and we're through to the semis, and we're through to the final after smashing Chelsea. But we're playing PSG. Brilliant. Honestly though, if that is the team we're going to be playing against, this should be easy. I know it's a 3 at the back formation, but that back 4 is absolutely awful. And when our boys are pulling numbers like this, pretty consistently may I add, and when the team on paper is as good as this, yeah, good luck PSG. Because I set my goals out pretty clearly at the start of this season. I wanted the Premier League and the Champions League. I've already got the Premier League. Now it's time to win Europe's most treasured trophy, the Champions League. Right then, here we go. Chobi, can you make that run? No, you can't. Okay. Oh, I see someone who can though. Alvarez is in behind. Can he make it 1-0? Bro, you got to be taking that chance. You got to be taking that chance. Like, how do you miss from there? All that space. Brahim, though. I like this. Brahim, you can go outside once again. Alvarez, back in. Can we get it to Wheatley? Wheatley, cut inside. Lovely stuff. Oh, my God. That's a gorgeous save. Hang on. We can get Bloxham on the ball. He's been tackled. I will say, considering this is a 3 at the back formation, not a bad start. But I don't want to jinx it here. We need to defend. Okay, Obi, I see you. I see you. I see you. Can we get Bloxham on the ball there? No, you can't because that pass was woeful. What was that? I don't like this in the slightest. PSG got too much room. Vitek with the save. Gordon Bennett. I do like this though. The amount of room Bloxham has to run into here is insane. He could cut this inside. Feed Obi. Obi has got all the room. Oh my God, that is a gorgeous goal. What a counter-attack that was. Okay, maybe the 3 at the back formation isn't so bad after all. I don't know why it's not giving us a replay. I would have really liked to see that goal back, but you know what? We got a goal. We're 1-0 up. Lovely stuff. And we could be on for a second almost straight after as Alvarez is pressing up. He's going to find Wheatley. Wheatley, okay, he's got loads of room here. He can make it. Oh my God, we got 2-0 already. 31 minutes in, we double our advantage. And that's both of our strikers from the very start of this save with Manchester United with a goal on the grandest stage of them all at pro level, the Champions League final. You'll love to see it. I still don't really like the 3 at the back though. Which is insane because in FIFA 13 Ultimate Team, like, it was the most overpowered thing in all of existence, yet in this game it is awful good defending. Mental how time can change things, isn't it? From PSG though, oh, he's all, oh my Lord, they rattled that bar. We're still not out of the woods yet though. They're still attacking us like their life depends on it. Good defending. Raheem now on the ball. He's not the quickest player in the world, but he's got so, I would tell you what, we could do some damage here. Okay, Wheatley. A bit more power on that. It's going top left. This is good though. This is good. 2-0 up. 45 minutes to go. We're defending well. We're defending strong. We're attacking strong. Everything's looking up apart from this. Oh no, don't be doing me like this. Oh my Lord, Vitek, I love you. Remy though. Now on the, oh, I don't like this at all. Bro, what a deflection. Oy vey. Do have the chance for a counter-attack here though. Hakimi is on Alvarez's ass. Nobody's with him though. Alvarez, okay. Maybe someone is, but they've just been ran into a brick wall. Okay, Remy on the butt. That's a... Bro, we are defending so well. PSG though, they ain't giving up just yet. A lot of time left to go in this game. Remy's on the... Another great deflection. Remy on the ball once again. Oh my God, he's done so well there, but he's offside. Guys, how the hell are we winning this game 2-0? Obi though, blocks him. Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. Cut inside, blocks him. Oh, that's a great save. Here come PSG once again, and once again put to a stop. Inacio. Once again, PSG could be... Bro, Inaccio's actually a dog at the back, man. He is beautiful. Well, no, that was weirdly wrong. I didn't mean it like... You know what I mean. Here they come, though. They might be... no chance. Vitek's all day of the week. We could get a counter-attack on the go from this, though. No, we can't. We're straight back under the attack from PS. They have been genuinely relentless. I mean, it's not got them anywhere, but they have been relentless, not the less. But there we go. There's the full-time whistle. 2-0 it ends on the night. We've once again beaten PSG in the Champions League final. Once again with a 3 at the back formation, may I add. It has not been an easy game in the slightest, but we've done it nonetheless. We are Champions League winners as long as Premier League champions. They were relegated to League 2. Bankrupt basically. All their best players left them high and dry except from Harry Maguire. We've taken them from League 2 to the Premier League to the Champions League in 8 years flat. Yeah, that's just another day at the office though, isn't it? And we did this whilst keeping 3 of the OG players. And we did this whilst bringing 4 of the OG players to the Champions League final. I mean, I'm so happy with this. And here's the icing on the cake, guys. We're lifting the trophy that United haven't lifted in years to solidify ourselves as the world's best team. But that means my job with them is complete. If you've enjoyed this video and want to see more content and videos like this in the future, drop it a big old thumbs up and smash that subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. If you'd like to see another video right now, click here to watch this one.